Welcome to episode 33 of the 2-Minute Warning. Today on the table, the Kansas City Chiefs, as if there is not much question about it, which I don't think there is this team a team we're going to see in the Super Bowl again this season?
And will they win it?
Will they win it?
Not many quarterbacks could go back to back. I think the last one to do it was Tom Brady in the early 2000s.
Yep.
Do I think they'll make it? Yes. Their biggest opponent in the AFC is obviously they got some gunslingers with Josh Allen and Big Ben, but they also got to play the Tennessee Titans, who have the best running back in the league. But arguably themselves, the Chiefs have possibly a top 5 backfield in the league. Greatest back? No, but backfield now having Leveon Bell and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's a great combo that not many teams have. Some have, like the Bucs, Fournette, McCoy, Ronald Jones, or the Vikings have the double threat with Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison. And the Titans have their great star, but they don't have really a second option like the Chiefs do, where they have a run it through the train, run it through the pile, Clyde Edwards guy, and then a guy that can run out the backfield and catch it like Le'Veon. So that's a good advantage to have several options. Their receiving core is probably one of the best in the league. They have the greatest tight end in the league, I think, right now. Maybe George Kittle, but I would take Kelce as the best, and then the fastest guy in the league at Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, this Chiefs team is one that can really be ranked top 5 at basically every aspect of football right now. They have
Pretty much.
top quarterback in the league, arguably, with him and Russell being very near the top. Backfield, like you just mentioned, is fantastic with Edwards-Helaire, addition of Le'Veon Bell. Their receiving core with Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, very, very solid. And then, of course, their defense is up there, too. Probably not quite as good as top 5 in the league, but it's up there for sure. I see this team, biggest opponent, yes. I think if they find themselves playing, like you said, Buffalo or Pittsburgh, I think they'll handle those teams just like they know they should. But I think Tennessee, being their biggest opponent, is their biggest chance to lose in the playoffs. But they showed last year in the AFC Championship between these two teams that they handled. I think they handled the Titans by 2 scores.
Yeah,
it was
they
a
were
game.
even down 10 points at one point.
Yeah, see, exactly. It was a game where Derrick Henry had a good game. Tannehill played good football, but the Chiefs just outmatched them, and I think that's what we'll see again this season. But this Chiefs team is very, very likely going to see them in the Super Bowl and probably winning it this year.
And that's one of the things when, like, if the Chiefs and Titans match up, if Mahomes gets a lead, it's harder for Tannehill to come back, throw it down the field when they rely on Derrick Henry being their workhorse so much. Can Tannehill throw the ball, but he can't throw it like Mahomes.
Yeah.
And if the Chiefs fall behind, you never count them out. Mahomes
Right, that's the
dig
thing.
them out of a hole.
With the Chiefs having a lead, Tannehill probably will have to throw the ball more, which will make the Titans significantly worse without having to use Derrick Henry. And if the Chiefs are down, then that just gives Mahomes more motivation to come back. So Mahomes is very good is basically the point there.
Yeah, and they have a great pass rush with Chris Jones and Frank Clark. And their secondary isn't the strongest, but they have a great leader, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And like I said, that receiving core could match up against anyone. I mean, arguably the Bucs have a better receiving core now with Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Gronk, and even Tom Brady loves the slot, Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
But right now, they just all have the greatest chemistry. The Bucs might have a better on-paper roster for the receiving core, but chemistry-wise, the Chiefs have it all the way.
Yeah, so if I had to put my money on it, I see this Chiefs team but back in the Super Bowl this year. And out of the top NFC prospects between Green Bay and Seattle, I think Mahomes takes it over either of them. So I think if we see this Chiefs team in the Super Bowl, I think we see them with another Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah, if I had to predict it, if I had to bet money, I'd say they win it. But if they play Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl, I think it is going to be insanely close. They themselves have a great receiving core. DK Metcalf, Josh Gordon's going to come back if he can stop smoking pot. Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, Tyler.
Tyler Lockett. Philip Dorsett's going to come back off of IR, and they have a great tight end. He's still got hands. He's kind of old. Greg Olsen. They got Will Dissly, Luke Wilson, Jacob Hollister. They have a great tight end roster to do anything with. But that's not enough to beat the Chiefs. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm going to say Chiefs Super Bowl favorites this year.
Sounds good.
2-1.